Hi, welcome to this week's video tip for fingerstyle guitarists. My name is David Youngman, and this is part of a video series. Every Tuesday I'm going to be putting out a video like this one, going over some sort of tip or technique or something that can maybe help you fingerstyle guitarists out there. Today I'm talking about an exercise called fixed fingers, and this is an exercise that I don't necessarily know exactly where it originated, but I know it's part of the Pumping Nylon book, and this book is pretty common among classical guitarists. I'll leave a link below here if you want to check it out, and I would say definitely get the one with the DVD. This book is by Scott Tennant. He's one of the members of the Los Angeles Guitar Quartet, and in this book he has this, I don't know if he calls it fixed fingers. I don't think he really calls it anything. I'm not sure. I guess I should have checked that. But so the exercise that I use is kind of based on something he does in there. And the teacher I had, Brian Roberts, he sort of modified it, and so that's kind of where the approach I take with it. And this exercise helps develop finger independence, to where you're moving one finger and the other fingers are all able to stay mostly at rest. Because a lot of times what happens is we're moving one finger and all the other fingers have to somehow react. And so we're trying to teach them to stay relaxed while we move that one finger. This also really helps with finding proper hand placement and arm placement. It sort of, in a way, directs your hand into a good position. So the way we do this exercise, we put our first finger on the 5th fret of the G string, then we do the second finger on the 2nd fret, or the next fret, third finger on the next, and 4th on the next fret. So we're all on the G string, and we're just touching lightly. If this is a bit of a stretch, you can slide your finger up to maybe starting on the 7th or maybe the 9th. You just want it to be comfortable, pretty relaxed. And so we're just touching lightly, we're not pressing down on the string. And we start moving that finger. First finger, we're going to reach up and touch the A string, then reach down and touch the B, and back up to the A, and back to the B. And you're trying to keep all these fingers just touching lightly on this string. They should not be pressing down or gripping. We want them to become relaxed. So we're just doing this really slowly, maybe do it 4 to 8 times. Then we go to the next finger, same thing. Up to the A string, down to the B string. And trying to land accurately as if you were going to press down that string, but just touch lightly. Okay, and then we can go to the third finger, and this is where it gets a little tricky. Sometimes it's hard to reach down to that B string. And then the pinky. And the thing with the pinky is a lot of times we end up having to reach to that A string. And so everybody always starts moving their arm or their hand here to reach up and then reach down. But we want to only move from the fingers. This is just for the most efficiency in your playing. So you kind of set your hand to be able to reach that pinky up, and then you'll just have to reach back with the pinky to get to that B string. And then now the way this differs from the Pumping Nylon book, he actually has you playing. You're touching down, you're going back and forth and touching. To me, this is a bit of an unnecessary step. I guess you could get there eventually. But to me, that starts to add more strain, or more, since we're trying to relax some of these fingers, if we remove that part of the equation, it helps us to learn that better. When we start pressing down, it makes these fingers want to start to grip more, so it just doesn't develop that independence quite as well, I don't think. For some it may help. Definitely leave comments if you've got any thoughts on this. But this is just what I've found to work the best. I've done it with the plane, and I always seem to come back to doing it this way. The way to practice this, of course, I kind of already talked about going through each finger. Do it, however many times. But then as you get good at doing one finger, then we go to two fingers. We do all two-finger combinations, and we do them in opposite motion. So I'm reaching up to the A string and down to the B string with the second finger, and then we switch and we go back and forth, and still just touching lightly. Then we do fingers 2 and 4, we do 3 and 4. Yeah, that one's always a fun one. Okay, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, and I'm just doing it quick here, and 1 and 4. And this is one of those exercises that daily practice is key. Doing it daily for weeks and months is where you'll really see some payoff and some benefit. I remember doing it for maybe 3 months when I was studying with Brian on this, and it seemed like after that time I just remember a day that it just kind of clicked. My hand just really felt different, and I had been doing it pretty much every day for that length of time, and so that's why this is one of my top recommended left-hand exercises for any level. Even with my beginners, maybe within a month we start doing this, because it just has so many benefits. So I think that's it. So that's the fixed fingers exercise. Please let me know if you have questions on it, or comments you'd like to make. Again, I'm doing these videos every week, so please subscribe if you want to get updates with these. Also, if you'd like to help support doing this, what I'm doing here, please share this video. Share it with your guitar buddies. And I think that's it. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you next time.